UMG executive has spoken to a YouTuber and explained to him why Drake is actually suing the record label. Now, Drake made some very shocking claims in his lawsuit, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second. But one thing I want to say is because of the shocking claims that he's made, it's going to make all the staff members at UMG stand up and go, what? Because Drake said that they were exploiting him. He said a lot of negative stuff about UMG in general. And you got to think, if you work for a company and this company is paying your bills and they've been treating you really well, because I'm sure there's employees at UMG that feel like UMG treats them really well. You're going to be offended when somebody tries to take that company down, because there's a bunch of people in this building that they're literally getting their bills paid by this company, by working for this company, not to mention all the relationships that UMG has. So some of y'all out there, you guys have jobs. Some of you guys love your boss, right? Like your boss treats you good. The guys at UMG feel the same way. So UMG executives have been speaking out, and they've been saying some behind the scene things that we wouldn't know unless they say about why Drake is actually suing. So this is what this UMG executive said, allegedly. The article reports, for the most part, hip hop fans are not happy with Drake's lawsuit. Many believe this goes against the spirit of hip hop. Furthermore, others are simply not convinced that Drake can win this case because it's a lot of hypocrisy here. A lot of people feel like Drake is a hypocrite. Among those upset are YouTubers. And it's because Drake called many of them out by name in his lawsuit. So Drake called out a lot of YouTubers in his lawsuit. In fact, it says Drake claims that UMG allowed reaction videos to be monetized so more people could react to Not Like Us. And so YouTubers are speaking out against this now. Now, this is one of the guys that's speaking out against it. And it says in the clip above, he alleges that UMG and a UMG executive reached out to him and spoke to him about Drake's lawsuit. It says, when asked about Drake's alleged motivations here, the executive claims there is a belief that the artist, Drake, is simply looking for a way out of his current record deal. Now, if you don't know, I've reported on this before. Drake signed a $400 million record deal. And maybe I could put that on screen. I had his record deal. I'm the first one to report on his record deal and kind of expose it to the public. That video went super viral when I did that. Drake had a $400 million record deal. He's still in that deal. He just signed it with UMG. And this record deal was actually confirmed by UMG chairman Lucian Grange, which we got some information from Lucian too about this thing. And we're going to get to all that in this live stream. It says Lucian Grange confirmed that Drake signed a deal that's similar to The Weeknd's deal with UMG, right? It was described in 2022 as a LeBron James size deal. So this is what it says about the deal. Drake's record deal, his current record deal, which he's still under with UMG. It says Drake's music accounts for an estimated $50 million a year in annual earnings for UMG, and previous hints by the rapper himself of receiving a huge advance to the tune of $360 million. So UMG gave Drake $360 million according to Drake. But basically, Drake gave up all the rights to everything, even his likeness. Like, he can't put out a music video on Instagram. When he did the 100 gigs thing and he put it out on his Instagram, like trying to put up just anything from his hard drive, he can't do that. UMG took it down because they own all that, right? So that's what's going on. So that's the context of the deal that he has. Now, the executive at UMG says that Drake is trying to get out of that deal because obviously UMG owns everything. And because Drake can't do what he want to do, and he's been shown that he can't do what he want to do after the Kendrick Lamar beef when he tried to go back and put up different things on his IG, because he's been shown that he can't do nothing, and UMG kind of checked him on that, he wants to get out of his deal, the executive is saying. So these lawsuits are a way for him to do that, according to this UMG executive, allegedly. It says the executive claims there's a belief in the building that the artist Drake is simply looking for a way to get out of his deal. This is in line with various prevailing theories about his lawsuit. After all, his initial petitions, Drake had made it seem like he felt as though UMG was purposely trying to undermine his career so they could pay him less on the next contract. Now, he said that in his petition for the lawsuit, and it was speculated that his deal was supposed to be renegotiated at $600 million because he got $400 million in 2022, and he lost the $600 million deal, and UMG is unwilling to pay it to him because of the Kendrick Lamar back and forth. They're using that as a leverage piece to say you're not worth $600 million. Hit the like button if you just came in, please. Let's keep the likes up. So that was the first thing. These executives are starting to come forward and speak on what Drake got going on. Right? Now, as far as his lawsuit and some of the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes that UMG is exposing, because we wouldn't know any of this stuff if UMG didn't tell us. So this is Drake's full lawsuit we have here. And we went through it on a different live stream. I'll briefly go through it here again. I'll go through the main points of it. Because there was a report about maybe a little less than a year ago, almost a year ago, about this email right here. You guys remember this email when Kendrick and Drake were going back and forth, where they were saying that Drake went behind the scenes? This is last May or June, when a report was going around with this screenshot of an email that Drake was going behind the scenes talking to UMG, asking them to make Kendrick apologize for saying that he was a pedo, a child lover. This is after Not Like Us came out. Now, in this email, all the platforms came out and said, no, it's not confirmed. No, this isn't true. All the major news platforms. And I was like, I highly doubt that it's not true. Now it's coming out that this email has some validity. UMG is saying that Drake came to them behind the scenes, had a meeting with them, and tried to get them to go against Kendrick, and it wasn't the other way around. Drake is coming out in his lawsuit saying that, UMG sided with Kendrick over him, but really UMG is coming out and saying, no, you just mad that we didn't side with you, and we just let it play out. And of course they're going to let it play out if they're in a renegotiation period. And it is confirmed that they rebuffed his attempts at renegotiation. And it's probably because of the loss that Drake took in business as related to the Kendrick Lamar beef. Like, he lost a Nike deal. He didn't lose the deal, but he couldn't sell his shoes because Kendrick dropped Not Like Us 2 days before Drake dropped his Nikes, his new Nikes. So Kendrick dropped Not Like Us on May 4th. Drake dropped his Knock the Hot Step 2s on May 6th or 7th. And then May 9th, this report came out. Let me show you guys. This report right here came out that nobody is buying Drake's new Nike shoe after his beef with Kendrick Lamar. This is a report by USA Today. And it said that because of the beef in this report with Kendrick Lamar, his latest Nike shoe, the Hot Step 2, did not sell well. And you guys can see the date on that is May 9th. So nobody bought the shoe. So UMG is looking at it from a business perspective, and they're going, okay, if nobody bought his shoe, then maybe he's on the downturn of his career, and maybe it's not a good idea to do business with him right now. So UMG is also offended because Drake said some things in the lawsuit that he filed that were pretty disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. Like saying that they exploited him is not just bad for business. Like, you got to think, when UMG hears Drake say somebody is at the caliber of Drake say, you exploited me as an artist, it discourages all other artists from signing to UMG. So they're hurt business-wise by him saying that. So they're going to take it personally. And they're going to want to see some type of revenge. So this is why they're going to start exposing his secrets and the things that's going on behind the scenes. Because they got to make a clear statement to the other artists that may be looking at them wanting to sign to them and say, hey, we don't do bad business over here. Drake may have said that, but here's what Drake really had going on behind the scenes. They got to do that. And then they're going to rebuff the attempt at negotiation like the article reports, because that's what's best for business for them. They're looking at it like, why would we give this man $600 million if we don't have to? It's a business. And any business, what's best for you is worse for me, and what's worse for me is best for you. In any business negotiation. So here's the confirmation right here that UMG, this is an article put out by AOL, and it says that they did stop Drake from coming back and getting that $600 million deal. Allegedly, the number is 600 million. That's what's been reported. So the article says, according to the petition, UMG terminated certain employees perceived as being loyal to Drake during their feud, during Drake's feud with Kendrick Lamar. And they rebuffed, you guys can see it right here. They rebuffed his attempts at negotiation, insisting that Drake take it up with Lamar directly instead of the label. So Drake tried to come in and negotiate. Nah, we're not going to do that, bro. And if you got a problem, you need to sue Kendrick, not us. And it said the petition filed Monday was not the lawsuit. Now, this is previously, now he's filed the lawsuit, obviously, but this is an article previously just kind of confirming that Drake has a problem with UMG because of this, right? So anybody that loses that type of opportunity, they're going to be salty. So now, like I said, this email that came out during the beef, let's get to this part of it. This email was going around on the internet, and it said it was from an insider at UMG, and it was waiting on proof in the form of documents, but this is what they had. The person, whoever sent this email, said, Kendrick Lamar, PG Lane, and XO The Weeknd, as of yesterday, were asked by Universal Music Group to end the beef with Drake and OVO. Kendrick apparently isn't budging at all, but UMG is pressing hard on their request to squash the beef. UMG also had a Zoom meeting with all of the parties involved, and they want Kendrick either directly or said through PG Lane to post a statement clarifying that Drake isn't a pedophile. If Kendrick agrees to end this beef, Drake is losing the beef in UMG's eyes. So from UMG's perspective, the sooner the beef ends, the better. The pedo accusations directed at Drake are costing UMG, Nike, and other parties a lot of money. So we just confirmed that Nike lost money. UMG is probably losing money because of the beef. And obviously Drake and whoever else is associated with that. Now, people were saying, oh, this never happened. This is not going on. And it's coming out now. UMG has revealed now. And Drake has revealed now. Specifically, Drake said this too. And that's another part of it. Drake said that this is a meeting that happened. And I'm about to show you guys right here. It says Drake, according to his lawyers, quote, confronted UMG about their role in promoting allegations of sexual misconduct lacking the slightest factual basis against him. So right here, it says that Drake went to UMG behind the scenes and confronted them about promoting Not Like Us or about helping Kendrick on Not Like Us. And he had a problem with that. That says a lot right there. Hit the like button if you just got in. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's keep the likes up. So this is the funny part. He went to so they're saying Drake's lawyers and Drake are also saying this too, that he, quote, confronted UMG about their role in the Not Like Us song and said, but the article says, but the label allegedly refused to do anything to help Drake. So that's what he really mad about, in my opinion. It says the rapper also says that he attempted to address these claims privately with UMG. This is what it says. He attempted to address these claims privately with UMG. So he tried to go behind the scenes while the beef is going on and try to, y'all know what that is. He tried to go behind the scenes while the beef was going on and say, hey man, look, y'all know like I've been doing business with y'all for years. Look out for me. Don't help me win. Help me win this. And to all the fans out there, be conscious of this when you're picking who you like as artists or whatever's going on. And just understand, I'm not saying pick somebody because of anything. I'm just saying be conscious of it. Understand that there is a system behind the scene that people go to and they lean on to get certain promotions. So when you see something being promoted a certain way and you go, because you got to think, if he's leaning on them for a beef, imagine how he's leaning on them for everything. And this is what people are saying that makes him a hypocrite. Because it's like, bro, you cool with them boosting you, but you're not cool if they boo somebody else. Come on, bro. Even if it is true or ain't true, you know you use the system. You saying that this statement right here that I'm reading you guys is from Drake and his lawyers. Drake, according to his lawyers, confronted UMG privately, or said that he confronted him first. And then it says he also attempted to address these claims privately. So you've had multiple meetings with UMG behind the scenes and is now getting exposed. And that sounds a lot like this email that we read when the beef was going on, that everybody on the internet, we was all talking about this, right? Y'all remember this email? And then the Heart Part 6 came out later. You remember that? I'm going to get to that in a second because we cooking today. So everything that's being reported, everything Drake's saying right now, the statement that he put out to his lawyers is contradicting the statement that was said a year ago, because we ain't forgot nothing. The internet never forget. So the article goes on to say, from Drake's statement, that UMG responded that Drake would face public humiliation if he brought legal action to them. So they told him straight up that if you try to sue us, or if you try to like say that we not anything bad about us, we're going to humiliate you publicly. So behind the scenes, he going to have meetings while he trying to say, oh, Kendrick got boosted behind the scenes. Whole time you going behind the scenes to get boosted. Oh, UMG helped Kendrick win the beef. You tried to get help from UMG, and you more mad that they didn't help you than you are allegedly that Kendrick got help. Man, stop it. People picked who they pick. And according to Drake in this statement, this is the statement that Drake put out. He said that UMG said that they were going to stay out of it. So what are you mad about? What are you really mad about? If UMG say that we're going to stay out of it, we're going to let it play out. And so they're saying they're not going to help Kendrick. They actually put out a statement that said, you know, they wanted to Kendrick, or I don't know if UMG put that out, but somebody from UMG leaked that email saying that they wanted Kendrick to apologize. So they tried something. And then you threatening them, because why would they need to respond with, according to Drake, they responded that Drake would face humiliation if he brought legal action. Why would they need to respond like that if you didn't threaten them? You threaten them people. Like, look, man, I'm going to sue y'all or something like that. It says further, Drake says that he took it upon himself to deny Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us claims through the response song, The Heart Part 6. So sometime between Not Like Us dropping and The Heart Part 6, this is what happened. This meeting, these 2-3 meetings behind the scene with UMG and Drake happened right after Not Like Us came out. So he probably went up there and tried to get them to block. And this is why he responded on Not Like Us the way he responded. So in a statement, Drake's lawyer said Drake filed a lawsuit against his label UMG to hold UMG accountable for knowingly promoting false defamatory allegations against him. And beginning May 4th, 2024, which is the day that Not Like Us came out, and every day since, UMG has used its massive resources as the world's most powerful music company to elevate a dangerous and inflammatory message that was designed to assassinate Drake's character. Drake is assassinating his own character, bro. Every move Drake has made since the Not Like Us song, since the whole thing started, he's doing that to himself. They don't have to. He's paranoid right now. To be real, like you being paranoid, bro. You think that UMG is like conspiring behind the scenes to make people not like you. No, people is just choosing, and you can't believe that people are waking up and saying, hold on, bro, he moving funny.